Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's Monday, it's randomizer day. I haven't changed anything since last week except for the fact that I've got the, what am I gonna say? How did I forget? Same as last week, except they haven't actually implemented the status effects thing, so it's just the same, and I put Wishing Care Dawn, and that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. So yeah, we just do this. We'll do like normal. Nothing too special is needed. Oh boy. Okay, random ego gift. Prescript, set the game to a different language. Alright. You know what, I did this bit once before, and I think I did Korean, so... I'll do Japanese this time. And I have to restart the game for it to play, but also, let's look through the rest of this team. Let's see, couple base IDs. Not a lot of Teth egos. Everyone is missing at least one ego except for Faust. Interesting. Makes sense, though. Arioshu, we got Recliff. These guys are base. Kurokumo is Valley. Alright, interesting. Well, give me a minute to set up the team and restart the game so it applies in Japanese for the sake of the bit. Alright, the team has been assembled, and the game is in Japanese now. Very wacky. I mean, I should be fine, because I played this game enough that I don't think I need to know. I don't think I need to read the text and tell what's going on. But, you never know. Let's see, let's make sure we get the correct order here. It's U. And that looks correct enough to me. Yes, it does. Alright, I'll close that out of the way then. Oh, whoops. There's the code. That happens sometimes. It's not like I'm trying to hide it or anything. I don't think there's anything actually, like, notable being shown there. But yeah. We ball. Yeah, funny story. Right before, So yesterday, my friend who's been playing through Ruina, he was just fighting Ricardo for, like, hours yesterday and just could not do it. He got somewhat close a couple of times. And then just now, like, just right before I started recording, he gave it another attempt and he managed to win. I didn't watch, so I don't know what he did, but I think he said that he just, he thought he lost, but then he went all out and managed to barely win. I think getting, like, a lucky crow. Because he was using, Grip Sinclair for support. Because the only good blunt identity my friend has is Encore Pizza. Like, that's the only, like, solid blunt ID he even has. So he direly needed a decent blunt ID if he wanted to stand a chance, so he borrowed my Grip Sinclair for that one. That's the first time he actually used support units, and it'll probably be the only time. It's, like, the hardest fight in the game right now. Barring, of course, like, railway stuff, maybe? I don't know. Ricardo's probably the hardest. Which is very funny. Who knows, maybe Bamboo Hatted Kim is gonna be really hard. I really doubt it because he's gonna be in a mirror dungeon type thing. Which means you're gonna get access to some degree of ego gifts, which will be not that big of a deal then. If it's anything like the ego gifts we got from the Hell's Chicken dungeon, it's gonna be like absolutely insane stuff. There's gonna be something that's like, oh yeah, start the fight with like 10 poise count, right? Like I feel like we're gonna get some random garbage like that. Okay. Not great, you gotta get 2 out of 3. Alright. You're a failure. Take some damage, some ST damage. That's fine. Luckily, I know the Pagoda Veneration option off the top of my head. I'm just that good sometimes. Yeah, I'm still kind of, like, in, like, shock at the new identities. Like, there's so much there. There's, like, cool stuff about every single one of them. Which is really, really nice to see. And it's very fitting. Project Moon's definitely gotten a lot better at designing identities than they were, however long ago it was. I'm like, when's the last bad... I mean, like, the last, like, bad ideas. I don't know. Last bad idea is kind of a lame topic to get into anyways. But, yeah, this season they've really been, hitting hard with every single ID. Which is so nice. Not to say that... I mean, I like most of the IDs they had in the game, but a lot of that stuff, like, in the later parts of Season 2 was, like, alright, but not very, like, interesting. Like, Warp Ryoshu was just another Warp Dawn. Like 7 Faust was just like a rupture unit. I don't know, that's how a lot of them were, I feel. God, I always forget that. I always forget the Warp Yi song exists. Like, it's a good idea and all for, like, the sake of Rupture and stuff, but, like, it's such a forgettable ID, especially because it was the final ID for Yi song for his season. It was, like, supposed to be, like, it was, like, some sort of big reveal, and I was just like, oh, alright then. Oh, that's Bloodied Glass PM. I mean, we've got Queecliff. We've got some degree of bleed. Thunderbranch, meh. We could try getting some more bleed stuff, potentially. Oh yeah, that's more bleed stuff. That works. And then you can get another skill 3. That'll work. I've already seen a fair bit of, like, Kurakuma Ryoshu recently, just because that's one of the units my friend's been using for his playthrough. Okay, you lose your clash. That's not nice. You can ego, though. It's probably a good idea. One of my friends who, like, doesn't even play Limbus and does not subscribe to this channel got recommended my patch note analysis. Which is very silly. It's just that popular. I'm just that good. Hey Don, kill these guys. We love Based On. We love Dingus Quixote in the flesh. God. Yeah, I'm not saying a lot very interesting right now, and that's just because I'm kind of out of it. You know, this has been like a... I mean, here's my day so far. I, like, woke up, took Gregor out, like, fed him. He went back to sleep. I recorded the patch note analysis, and immediately after posting that, I had to go to class. And then I came back, and then I watched, like, my friend play Limbus. I watched, like, the last 5 minutes of him, like, killing Ricardo and then having to leave. He hasn't even watched the post-Ricardo cutscene yet. That's, like, he had just had to go, and I'm using that time to record now. So I'm just a bit disoriented. That's how it goes, though. I don't know, do I have more to say about the new IDs that I didn't state in the video? I mean, here's the thing, if you want to hear a lot of my opinions on the new IDs, you can just watch the patch note analysis if you haven't already. I go fairly in-depth into all of those things. I think the funniest part about the entire thing is, like, I only vaguely skim over the IDs before I do the recording. Like, I make sure I know the general idea of what's going on so I can, like, carry, like, a conversation about, like, what they do. But I completely skimmed past the fact that you'll claim their bones was a mass attack. Like, my reaction there was genuine. I was like, what? And it's just so insane. Super excited. 2 3-stars on the same banner is a little scary. I'm gonna need to do some mirrored undergrinding. I only have like 200 boxes right now. I need to make sure I have enough to get both new IDs and to get them both to Update 4. And alongside getting the new 2-stars to Update 4 as well, yeah. I am very low in resources. I might just go like full grinding mode this couple of days. I'll probably do like the mirrored and 3 hard Wednesday. aka do it like before the update comes out. Just so I can make sure I get those boxes soon. Because I very well might need them. Cloud Cutter is based on bleed count, right? Cloud Cutter is like genuinely never gonna trigger again, is it? That's alright. That's how it be sometimes. That's fine. Through the Pride Resonance. Love to see it. Or the, So I vaguely know how to read Japanese hiragana. Keyword, of course, being, like, vaguely. It's been a while. Like, I can pick out, like, some things here and there, but, like, actual, like, kanji, okay, which, you know, for you don't know, kanji are, like, the fancy symbols, like this right here is a kanji, this right here is a kanji. That sort of. I don't know, like, any of them. The best thing to pick out is some things here, like, for example, this little, like, circle here, the one that's, like, a kind of, like a loop like that. That's no, and that's, like, possessive. Like, this is, like, branch of knowledge, so it's, like, knowledge, so I assume it's, like, knowledge, no branch, no something. Branch from tree from knowledge. I'm saying that completely wrong, but you know what I mean, there's two of them here. I think, is that tree? That might be tree. Like, tree's branch of knowledge, that type of deal, right? Because that's the full name of branch of knowledge, is branch from the tree of knowledge. You can see that in, like, Sinclair's, like, ego reveal trailer from, like, a year, like, over a year, like, a half ago, 2 years ago at this point. I don't know, time is weird. So wacky. So silly. So inconceivable, right? Victory. Nice. Or like that's up there, that like kind of like hook with like a thing over it. That's with, if it didn't have like the quotation mark type symbols afterwards, it would be she, but because it doesn't, it's G, I think? G? Like J-I? Something like that. Or am I just wrong? I might just be wrong. It's been a while. I took Japanese classes in 9th grade, I think it was. So it's been like 5 years. I mean, I also took one in 11th grade, but not really. That's a different story. You get it. You get what I mean, probably. It's been a while, either way. Yeah, like, the bleed out, no, we're just getting both Gossipyum in the first floor shop. Like, that's it, it was the first floor shop. I immediately got Red Stain Gossipyum, I re-rolled, and then Bloody Gossipyum was just there. All we need is, like, Wound Cleared, or, like, some way for our non-bleed IDs to do some bleed. Wound Clear might work a little bit. How many of you guys have Wrath? I know Sinclair's got Wrath. I think that's the only non-bleed ID who's got a Wrath skill, though. The actual bleed IDs will benefit a lot from Wound Cleared if we do get it. Hopefully we get something like that from one of these. Okay, Midwinter Nightmare. That's alright. This is also alright. Doesn't do much for us. And Slash and Sloth. Is that Cyborgs? I think so, right? Yeah. I think she was Cyborg. That's a type of Cyborg. I'm not like Ron. You know it. Can I do something like that? Hit each of them a little bit. See how that goes. We got a lot of resonance passives on this team, it looks like. We have like only like 2 out of 6 passives are triggered or something. It's interesting. Most of the people in this team, I could not tell you what their passives do. And if I, you know, hover over them, I really won't be able to tell what they do since they'll be in Japanese. Like, I know, Faust makes her do more damage to enemies with status effects, right? That's what it is? I think so. Dawn's is, like, pierce damage. That might be her support passive, though. I know yours is the one that gives you the buff for, like, when your allies take damage, and that's the only owned on the team. It is. We've got 3 Lust, 3 Resonance passives. I could not tell you what a single one of these do. I think it's more bleed or something, though. Like, if I pull it up here, I can kind of tell, right? Because it'll be bleed. Yeah, bleed, something, 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 10% more. Do everything damage targets with bleed or something, maybe? And you, like, 3 bleed, 3... Who knows? I'm not going to pretend like I've got any clue. That would not be true. 2 bars. Such a stupid bit. Okay, even if you lose the flash, this guy dies. Yep. Good stuff. Should be able to execute these guys fairly easily. They'll take some damage from bleed. Top guy's dead. Bottom guy is also gonna die since bottom guy's being hit by 2 sloth skill 3s. Alright then. At least he's taking enough bleed damage at the single point of that attack took him out. That's good, I guess. I guess. Alright, I guess we'll take this. Gluttony. Probably like a couple gluttony attacks. I think Ryoshu does. She's her skill 1's gluttony, right? No, her skill 2's gluttony, Dawn's skill... Oh no, it is her Ryoshu's skill 1, right? We did take a skill 1 to 3 for Ryoshu, yeah. And then both Faust and Dawn's skill 3 is gluttony? Really? Huh. Wouldn't have guessed that. I really should just know some of these kinds of things at this point, but, like, they're base IDs. How often do you actually use base IDs? Not often. Should use them more often, though. They're nice. They're nice to look at a lot of the times. I like their combat and animations and stuff. It's very awesome. And for what? Doing something. I'm sure Gregor's got some really, like, rude things to say to me right now for, like, oh, you hit this guy with a resisted attack, you're a failure. Because that's a very Gregor-like thing to say. Isn't that right? And, like, Avi and Sauer, on the other hand, are saying, like, wow, we... Yeah, that's what they're saying. Another resisted attack, that's fine. You're finally resisted skill 3. Someone's gonna get mad at us for using a skill 3 and it being resisted. Not that time, that's good. That's good. God, like... I think I'm just gonna keep on thinking about Kim Murso and just be, like, shocked. Like, it is an ID that has 5 out of 6 of his skills being fried. Like, My Flesh is his only non-fried attack in his deck. Barring the counter, of course, but that's, like, outside of his deck. That's why I'm separating it, because, like, the counter's outside of his deck. It's like why I'm not counting Claim Their Bones, since that's also, like, outside of the deck. Like an extension of Yield My Flesh. Can't wait to see what the roll for Yield My Flesh is. It's probably going to be pretty high. And it's going to be, like... It's going to be so funny, because... If you get Lucky Pouch with Kim Murso, you're never going to trigger Flame Their Bones, right? Because that is a plus 12 to Yield My Flesh. Here's the thing, though. If you were able to, like, maybe if you were... I don't know how you do it. Is there an attack that's, like, super high? There's not even anywhere than 3 hard. There's not, like, any, like, insanely high-rolling attacks, I don't think. I don't know. But, I'm pretty sure Yield My Flesh is a skill 3. No, God, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure Claim My Bones is a skill 3. You can tell because, like, you know how every skill has the little, like, icon in the top right that kind of matches the Sin Affinity, and is, like, a different size depending on if it's skill 1, 2, or 3. Because Claim Their Bones has, like, the little skill 3 one there. So I think Claim Their Bones would likely get the skill 3, like, benefit from Lucky Pouch. Getting to that point is an entirely different story, however, that's for sure. You get another skill 3. If we get Wound Clarity, it'd be nice. No Wound Clarity. Alright, that's fine. Your skill 3 is... Your skill 2 is the Wrath one. What am I saying? Your skill 3 is the Sloth one. Silly me. Oh, base Otis 50-50? Nice. Give me the NDA. The non-disclosure agreement. Why does it play the middle theme for this fight, huh? When has there been a fight against politified people in the middle, at the middle background? What? I don't know if I've ever seen this fight before, or if I ever just thought about it before. Like, why are you guys here? And why is it playing middle music? Oh god, that was the wrong button. I'm a little confused by what's going on. Maybe I'm just kind of, maybe I haven't noticed before. I mean, I've heard this song a lot recently, because I watched my friend do, like, 7, like, unsuccessful attempts at Ricardo yesterday. Which was fairly funny. Please get a head. Nope, darn. No heads. You guys are very rude. Yeah, kill that guy. Yeah, kill that guy. Our Pierce skill 3s and skill 2s and all the likes are gonna just demolish him. Hit him with, like, lenticular swirl. Yeah, nice tails. Ooh. You know how it goes. We love that middle finger battle. We love that Ricardo character. What a colorful fellow he is. And yeah, I just finished this guy off. There's not much you can do at this point. Pretty safe to say. Through this path, keep moving forwards. Blubbering Toad is going to have a rude awakening, I think. We've got quite a bit of stuff that can hit him pretty hard. Okay, why? What? It's the pirates on this background. Like, normally, you do not... Why are we fighting? Okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess this one makes enough sense. You do fight pirates on this background. I'm first there plays normal battle music, though, and not, you know, the politified enemy music for this, though. It's so strange. I just might have never paid attention before, which is such a funny thing to say, but, like, it is very in character for me to just miss, like, very easily to notice details.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요. 생각대로 되었어.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Okay, and these Pierce weak fools means that we're going to be doing a little bit of damage.
다소 유리하구려.
Oh yeah, Clash bleed out, yeah. We love clashes that take long with a build like this.
적확한 한압이었어.
Down, down, God. Oh, Gregor just yawned. I could hear it from here. Silly boy. I really need to, like, specify more often. My Gregor, my dog Gregor. I don't know, I can't just assume people know, like, the lore, right? Sure. This means they start with 2 potency, right? That's all it does. This makes it every wave in 2 potency instead of 1 potency, right? Not that great. This one might be nice. Yeah, this is more potency. That's probably what we want to go for then. That's all we can do. Simple enough. It's a good choice. Now we've got a frog to skewer. Done. Okay, we could immediately go just full on. Break this guy's eyes. You know, let's just bleed the body a bunch. Anyone who's got, like, the bleed stuff should just go for the body, I think. I think that makes sense. Means we're not clashing that. It's going for Sinclair. He'll be fine. And sure, you can just, like, thwack. And you can clash this side, then Sinclair can hit. Okay, there we go, that works. This should be a decent bit of bleed, and then you'll be a decent bleed so we can use the skill 2 next turn. And then build up poise. It's an idea. I'm not sure how easy our poise buildup is going to go, especially because we are not going to be able to stagger the body, like, anytime soon, so we do not get that benefit for us. One of the reasons why we could, you know, theoretically go for one of the eyes instead. But if we go for one of the eyes, there's a very large issue of, the eyes just do not attack after you break them. So they're not a great target for bleed. They're a great target for just thwacking with a bunch of damage, but for the bleed, not really. It's 20 bleed, 25 count. That's, I mean, that's still very good. And you've actually got a fair bit on the everything else, too. Like, I think it's 25 count. I guess we've got some decent bleed count stuff. Oh yeah, it's that. That makes sense, right? Okay, keep on going for the body with all the strong attacks and whatnot. Okay, you can get a bit more bleed off here. You should probably just be clashing duty though, right? Not really. We'll just do one-sided. Like, that should work. Cloud Cutter goes twice because the target's got too much bleed, of course. No shocker there. We could not see I could not see the bleed inflicted there because of the giant frog covering the statuses. Hate when there's a giant frog that covers the statuses, and it's a common occurrence too. That's the worst part. Okay, now Sinclair's taking a bit of SP damage. If we make it so, like, we could probably try making it so that we want SP to take, or Sinclair to take SP damage, right? Like, if we do end up breaking one of the eyes. That's assuming we do break one of the eyes, though. There's a very high chance we just don't. Especially at this point. You're being attacked by a fair bit of things. You can redirect this, though. Yeah, you just have to whack. No, we won't. You can clash. Clash poorly, though. Yeah, clash poorly, so you might lose. That'd be fun. And then you just clash this thing to neutral, that's fine. It doesn't matter, we're only doing it just because Faust isn't doing much for the bleed side of things. Nice. Wound Cleric would make such a big difference here. It's a shame, like, even if we get it now, we can't upgrade it though, so it's not really something to complain about. I guess would be fairly nice if we do manage to get Smoke and Wires from this fight. Decent chances of it. We are just gonna get like some random tier 3s as options, and Smoke and Wires is one of the tier 3s we sure could find. There goes the body though. Nice. You're still gonna keep on attacking though, which is good for us. Oh yeah, you're doing your mass attack thing. Always forget you've got a mass attack. And it's like one of the fancy animated mass attacks too, like something similar like Chromer's. For some reason, still don't know why, but it's cool, so I'll take it. Ooh, you're bleeding, with your 40 bleed potency. It's not great, so that's okay. Ooh, yeah, look at this fancy animation, and look at us just beat it. Why does the frog get the other super fancy like clash animation? Like, cause it's Chromer, it's the frog, and it's like. It's like, and like Captain Ishmael also has a fancy animation. Those are like the enemies and IDs that have like super fancy clash animation. It is a different type of fancy for Ishmael though. It's mostly just the frog and Chromer that do it. First phase Chromer specifically when she's using the what is it? I shall end your life. That's the one I think. I shall claim your life. I don't know. But there we go, bleed. And that's nice. Didn't even break an eye, so no one had to lose their 35 sanity or whatever it is. Okay. Smoke and Wires it is. Double our bleed potency infliction. Our very limited bleed potency infliction. Yeah, this looks like a decent enough floor layout.
죽이라.
We got it.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만 남아 있다.
My mouse has stopped working. Oh, there we go. There we go.
어떻게라도 보존될 테니.
출진이다.
Like that.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Okay, some tying going on here.
오케이. 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
네.
Like a bit of this.
양호합니다. 출진이다.
Cool.
개체들의 체력이 많이
Decent bit of blade going on. If only we get that 4 coin off for Cloud Cutter. Maybe, you know, when at upside 5, they'll remove Cloud Cutter's conditional for the 4 coins. Maybe they'll just give it the 4 coins and clashing. That would be balanced, I think.
뭐 위기에 강한
Make it an actually decent ID. It's very good for damage, don't get me wrong. It is very bad for bleed and clashing, which are two things you'd really want on a bleed team. Well, this is one of those IDs that really stands in weird stuff. I mean, especially because Hook Hong Lu exists. Like, that's the bleed ID you're gonna run on Hong Lu. You could theoretically run Ting Ting for bleed. That does count as bleed, but not like it's nothing special for bleed. It's pretty minimal amounts of bleed. I don't think it's got a single count. It's got like 3 potency across the entire kit, if I had to guess off the top of my tongue. Okay, we can do this, I think. Nope, we cannot. Alright. Gregor, you got this. You just gotta roll 34 with your 6+4 2 queen skill.
이게 최선이었어.
It's not like that bad. No need to be so like worried about it. But the slash and wrath fight.
지켜낼게요.
Alright then. Oh, Whale of 1,000 Strands. One of those ones you don't see too often, I feel like. And it's kind of fine that you don't see them too often, because they've got annoying passive. Lose 10 sanity. Like, the center that kills them loses 10 sanity. Without sanity is already not great, so, yeah, she loses these. Cool. Does sanity damage in the process, of course, as they do. Okay, we lose these too, because negative coins the game loves to lie about. Get some paralysis on us thanks to that. Awesome. This is a good result. Okay, please win. Okay, that was close. He almost lost with strong strike. With the random tails. I guess it's because he's not quite at max sanity, because these guys are such nuisances. Okay, we can win these. We can't win these, alright. We won 2 clashes out of 6 there. 2. Like, that was awful. I'm also going for a bunch of favorites here, and it's probably lying about that anyways. Yeah, Dawn's been staggered. Yep. That just happened.
이런 동료들 상태에 신경 좀 쓰셔야 할 것 같은데요.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
Really did. Okay. We look goated now, though, I think. Shouldn't have too much issues. Ooh, another strong strike. We love it. We love the strong strikes. Get the stagger here. Strong strike stagger. Get that blunt for agility on the guy who's not being attacked at all this turn. Faust loses her clash. Awesome. Okay, Heathcliff at least takes a coin off of that clash. I don't think I ever showed the starting moves. We started with, like, Homeward, right? Homeward and the, Little and will be bad plushy.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
Okay, these guys are all still alive. They're, like, the thing is, we're staggering some of them and they're bleeding. That's the thing. That's why Gossipium's so goated with Gossipium. Because they've got so much bleed count that just staggering them gets their bleed potency up so much. Oh, this is a death. Nice. Some sanity loss for you then. That's fine. You also get a kill of a higher leveled enemy though, so it's evened out. If this was like main story and we were all level 40 and these guys were all level 37 or whatever they'd be in main story, then it would be an issue, but like, it just means it evens out here. Which is alright. It looks like you lose the sanity before you gain the sanity from the kill, potentially. So, like, if you kill one of these guys at 45 sanity, you should remain at 45 sanity, because you lose 10 and you get 10 from the kill. I think so, yeah. It's a little hard to tell sometimes, but sounds right. Oh, my friend is back. Give me a minute. Okay, it's been like an hour for me. Just watch my friend like do like the stretch of Canto 5 in between Ricardo and the dungeon. Pretty awesome. He'll do the dungeon like later or something though. Yeah. Very cool stuff. Well, we're almost done with this run. Making sure I'm not forgetting anything important. Yeah, we're doing Bleed, that's right. It's been like an hour, so it's like a long period of time, especially because I was watching Limbus like in the middle. My friend playing Limbus. Very silly. I'm gonna go Elder Sora. He's just a guy who just wants to fish, and you know that's very valid. He's not really that bothered by being a color or anything. He just wants to fish, and you know being a color makes it easier for him to fish than I mean, I guess then he might not want it though. He doesn't want it to be easy. He enjoys like the hunt. I don't think it really impacts it usually. When we do get the inevitable color IDs, Indigo Elder, Ishmael would go so hard. I guess it is kind of lame that I kind of really do not like Molar Ishmael existing because like why would you just give her a random Harpoon ID? You know, he's got 2 IDs with Harpoon now, and that's on top of the fact that her base ego is a Harpoon, right? It's like a very minor thing to complain about. But, you know, it's the minor things that are the most fun to complain about because they don't really matter. I think that might make sense. I don't know. Should be able to finish these guys off this turn, though. Hopefully. I guess some of these guys are a little alive. Bleed, though, yeah. Bleed does a lot. Unfortunately, some of these guys do defend, which means they're not getting the bleed triggering, but, you know, we can still kill them. Isn't that right? Alright. Shop time. Or is it event then shop? I think, yeah, event then shop. And then boss. Okay, we can get Downpour. We don't need Downpour, but we could get it. Look at you notice skill 3. That's actually not a bad idea, yeah. Anything else that works well? Yeah, we'll take this. And then can we afford anything? We can actually barely afford this, so we'll take it even if the pendant doesn't do much for us. Okay, boss time though. Flash Wrath. Will it be Chromer or will it be Ferryman? Ferryman it is, okay. I guess we can bleed this guy a bunch. It's not gonna be like anything insane. Like, it'll be something, I guess. I don't know. Unfortunately, it would be really nice if Dawn had the Wishing Cairn here, but unfortunately we did not roll Wishing Cairn. Then we could have made use of the bleed count. Woo, yeah, baby, bleed count. Woo, you know. Look there, single coin attacks such as Strong Strike do just inflict bleed thanks to the nails. Or the nail singular, the rusted nail. Do you not get... Is he not supposed to get poison? How does it work? I actually can't check. Does he need a clash to get poise from the skill 2? Oh no, he didn't have any poise counts, so he ran out already. I think that was it. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Silly me. Let's see. Bad clash. We love to see a bad clash. We love to see a bad clash. We love to see a bad clash. I'm gonna throw on some like more bleed in the meantime. Do you want you to bad clash? We actually might want you to bad clash instead. Yeah, you can just go for the one-sided. Like that, there we go. Some bad clashes, because they're not going to be great for, you know, the bleed. Might lose some of them, might trigger some more bleed in the process. Although we are winning some of them still, it seems. Oh, we did get the paralysis on him with the... I didn't think about that. The Ryoshu skill one. Well, we're gonna stagger you here. Yep, there goes the part.
좋아.
Nice crit.
도입하게 성공했어.
Is he the only person on the team with Gloom? He is, isn't he? Yeah, I think so. So Sinclair is just gonna be the crit person, strangely enough.
라비아나의 체중도 견디지 못했겠지.
Like, I'm currently officially, I keep on seeing, like, high rolling attacks, and I'm like, I wonder if this will be a great, like, use for, like, him Merso, you know? Like, this is a 17 plus 8. Like, depending on, like, the run, like, it's very possible that this could be, like, a goated, like, fight to clash against that with Yield My Flesh, right? Decent chances of losing there, I think. Not the highest, because you can always roll tails, it's an Abno. They love rolling tails. But you see what I mean, like, I've been trying to think about good places to use it, and, like, I don't know how many come to mind. I think the best place to use it might ultimately end up being against Kim himself, especially because he's going to have a Yield My Flesh. So we Yield My Flesh, the Yield My Flesh, he's the boss, so he'll probably have stronger Yield My Flesh, so he lands the Yield My Flesh, which he doesn't want to do. Although maybe because he's the boss of the weaker Yield My Flesh, so he can trigger claim their bones easier.
관리자가 아니라 지휘관이었던 거 아니야?
But I think you see what I'm getting at, though, I think. We got any bad clashes? That's a bad clash. That's actually a good clash. Alright, that works. We get some one-sides in, so we trigger the lead to get a little bit higher.
좋다, 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Cloudburst will do a fair bit, too. Yeah, Cloudburst brings us to a very good amount of bleed. Think it being pretty goated. Yep, 99 bleed now. 37 count. And should bleed to death against House, yeah. There we go. Easy enough. That's a victory. Nice. Forgot to check the damage numbers. That's fine. Okay, yeah, just give me my modules. And we'll do these daily extractions in Japanese too, of course. See what cool identities we're gonna get, but yeah. Press that button. Press that button. Give me my 9 boxes. How many? I'm not doing great on boxes yet. Only 200. I'm gonna need 2 3-stars and like so many shards and stuff. I need to get on the maximum grind or something. If I'm gonna want to have everything uptied and stuff immediately. We love grinding, don't we? Okay. Getting some 1-stars. Nice base Faust. Captain Ishmael banner. Do we gain anything fancy here? Nope, doesn't look like it. That's fine. Okay, Wishing Cairn. Maybe we'll get something fancy here. Something that'll give me a bunch of shards. Like, give me like a Merso 3-star. Actually, don't. Save the 3-star so if I can get lucky enough and just pull one of the 3-stars, that'd be really good. Because I've kind of been operating under the fact that I'm betting that I'm not going to. Oh, you were the MVP. Which makes enough sense. Yeah, you and your, whatever these say. Anyways, that will be all for this time. I will be streaming, I'll be streaming Limbus on Wednesday when the update comes out for the Blade Lineage event, so feel free to join in for that. But otherwise, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!